All right, and on to the Buon Vino wine filter mini jet. All right, so all I did was follow the directions exactly as it was in the instruction booklet. I watched some people on YouTube that seemed to not, and I figured I'm just going to set it up the way they told me to. Here I'm showing the flow path and how I'm going to use that to collect the drippings off of it, and just going to run the water through it like it recommended in the instruction booklet. Turned it on, and it takes just a second to prime up the pump, and we have water flow. Seriously, this was super easy. I'll address some concerns that I saw online when we get to it, but yeah, I think you're going to be happy with this. So then I'm going to turn the system off and get ready to start running the mead. So originally I was going to use the fill port that's built into the catalyst, and then I realized I had the wrong size hose. So next time I use it, I'll be set up for that. But it's okay. I'm just going to use that dipstick that goes in through the hole. I just took the airlock out. And then I'm going to filter directly in. I'm just using a racking cane so that it would stop trying to fall out of that jug. Yeah, I just didn't want to make a mess, and you'll see here in a second. It doesn't matter. I made one anyway. So I'm going to use that to flow the water through. Then I'm going to unhook it and connect it to my glass carboy for collection, because I got to get that water out of the system first. So here it is. I'm going to turn it on. You're going to see it start to pull the mead out of the fermenter. I spilled water all over the floor there. Yeah. I still made a mess anyway. And then it takes a few seconds once the mead gets through the filter and you start to see getting some mead. I went ahead and turned it off. And then all I'm going to do is, well, clean up my mess. And then I connected it to my carboy. And that's it. So, yeah, this thing ran perfectly. I saw some issues online with people, and I didn't have any of that. I just followed the directions. You'll see here in a second, there's the plates. There's flowing. It did have a little bit of like an air bubble in there. I actually fixed that by just lifting it up all the way. I just didn't lift it up high enough to start with, so not a problem. I mean, it collected the drippings that get bypassed around the filter, right? You could probably drink that. I just didn't have enough waste to worry about it. This thing was running, and my wife came in from the other room to tell me I didn't know it was on. It was so quiet. I just did the voiceover because my kids are making a bunch of noise playing video games. Online, people said that there was so much waste and that it was dripping everywhere, and they had to use C-clamps and everything. I didn't have that issue. Again, I just followed directions. I don't mind reading it. A little bit of air bubbles coming out, again, because it's under pressure. Guys, I just hand-tightened it. Make mead.